and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, then you're in the wrong place. But you could...
I thought you were just going to leave it at that.
You're in the wrong place.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Or, oh shoot. I should have saved the swears till after I said, if you want more wholesome podcasts, go on over to Tammy Tucky's podcast, Unlocked, where she talks to people about things sometimes.
And stuff.
And sometimes.
Normally Nancy Drew, we think.
Usually.
Probably. So, what are we talking about today, sister?
Are we finally going back to that, rating the villains thing?
Yes. So, a couple weeks ago, we did an episode where we rated half of the villains. It was inspired by Jack Jackmore on YouTube, who did a very fun video about rating the culprits on, like, their evilness and stuff like that. I still have not watched it because I didn't want to be influenced in my answers for hours. But then I will watch it. Okay, so we rated from... Oh, by the way, heavy spoilers in this episode. If you don't know the ending of games, do not listen.
Probably unwise. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we started with Mitch Dillon. We got all the way down to Renee. We have been rating them on a scale of 1 to 5 in these areas. Evilness, scariness, depth. And then for fun, we did their D&D alignment.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Rad.
So far, the highest rated villain so far is Taylor Sinclair with a 12 out of 15. So he's the guy to beat.
Yeah.
He is the man to beat. He
doesn't even really have that much depth, does he? Did we say he did? Am I making me a liar?
We gave him 3 on depth, right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, because I understood his motive at least, but I didn't know how he got there. Right, I recall. I really don't remember, like, any of this.
Yeah, I'm the one who edited it, so why would you remember? I don't remember the ones I don't edit. Okay, so, the next on our list, we're doing this chronologically. We have Helena Berg. How evil is Helena?
I don't know, because, I don't know why she's doing any of this.
She's just kind of, like, doing it to do it, as far as I can tell. Is that evil? What is she doing? She's stealing things? Like, I guess just, like, stealing things just to see if she can? Like, is she doing it for money? I don't know.
I don't know. Because if she's doing it just for fun, then it's like, okay, I can kind of get behind that. But if and so I'd rate her lesser of an evil. But if she's doing it, like, to use it to buy off, I don't know, some horrible scandal. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, I can think of a lot of things, but I don't want to say them. Anyway.
I mean, I would put her maybe, like, at a 3 for evilness.
I guess.
Like, just slap bang in the middle.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
She doesn't, she's not, like, super evil, but she's not, like, doing it out of the goodness of her heart or something,
No, absolutely not.
Scariness for Helena? Like a 2.
Yeah, because it's like, sure, she's got the crazy of it, but, like, she's scrawny as shit, man.
Yeah, I could take her.
I could take her.
Depth? I'm gonna have to give her, like, a 1.
Yeah, again, I know literally nothing. I don't know why she's doing any of this.
Whew, she's got the low score of 6. And her D&D alignment.
I don't know, because I don't know what she's doing. I don't understand.
I want to say just chaotic neutral, maybe?
I guess. Some characters just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, I don't know her motivation, so there's that. So, next, Fiona Malloy. Evilness is down at a 1.
Yeah. She's not evil.
Her scariness?
Now, she is fucking scary as shit.
She's scary.
Initially. And then you realize she's just a sad little girl, and then it's less. So I would say 4.
Okay, I'll go with a 4.
Like, I almost want to say 4.5, but really I feel like her actual personality sort of takes her down at 1.5, so.
Yeah. So, her depth. We know quite a bit about Fiona.
We know so much about her, and I kind of wish we didn't, because it hurts so bad.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say her depth is like a 3.5, because we still don't like know about her and what she does and everything.
Yeah.
3.5?
That's fair, I guess. And we don't get much from her actual perspective, so.
So that's a total of 8.5. Her alignment, I mean, just like neutral, true neutral, maybe?
Yeah.
She's just kind of living. She's doing her thing.
Although I might say chaotic neutral, honestly, because she's just like, I will do what I want.
Honestly,
in order to get how I want.
However, she does feed Matt.
She does feed Matt. Because she's not evil.
No. Okay, well, we're going to say chaotic neutral then?
I would, personally.
Okay. Kind of what happens when you're in a bog.
Yeah.
Okay. Dwayne Powers Part 2. Now, reminder is that last time, the original Stay Tuned for Danger Dwayne Powers scored a 3 on evilness, a 4 on scariness, and only a 2.5 on depth. Mm-hmm. Total of 9.5. Now, Johnny Roll, as he's known, I know that it's Roll in his original because someone gave me the mnemonic device of it's Roll for racist. Pool is when he's Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, evilness. He kidnaps our friend and puts on blackface.
Yeah. He's pretty bad.
So where do we want to put him?
And it's all in the name of absolute pettiness, really.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even want the gold. He just wants to prove that he's, like, better than Nancy. He's, like, a good actor. I'm maybe, like, a 4.5.
Pride. Jealousy.
Like a 4.5 or a 4?
I'd say 4. Just because he wishes he were more evil. And it's no, you don't quite have the stomach for it. Scariness.
Honestly, he's not that scary.
No.
He's mostly just really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So
1.
I wouldn't say 1.
I mean, I would,
2.
but
I mean, I don't like strange men. They scare me.
Go fucking figure.
So I'm gonna put him down as a 2.
Okay.
Depth.
I mean, I don't know that I know much more about him or in this iteration. Like,
so we had him at a 2.5 before.
I will maintain that 2.5. Yes.
Okay. Well, he's actually lost a point now. He's 8.5 instead of 9.5. Because he's just not as scary as the original one.
Yeah.
And then his alignment is just... I mean, chaotic evil?
I guess.
Like, he's definitely evil
like,
now.
I mean, like, I'd say chaotic evil, chaotic. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, he's a little more leaning to the chaotic part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Corinne. Or, I'm sorry, is it actually pronounced Corinne? I've always called her Corinne.
Corinne,
but
yes.
When I replayed it, everyone pronounces it Corinne.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I know.
What? What?
You know why, though, right, sister?
Why?
Because that was Colin's mom's name.
Gotcha.
You confused it with one of my characters.
Yeah, I sure did. So how evil is Kareen?
Not. Like, honestly, I get her the most. I don't think she's evil. I think she's just...
I think there's a little bit of evilness. She leaves us to die.
It's more greed than... So, like, that's why, yeah, I'd say probably maybe 2. 2? At tops.
Yeah, let's give her a 2.
And, like, it would still haunt her for quite some time.
Yeah.
She's a teenage girl.
That we're saying she's not evil, right? Is because she is... How do I put it? She is... How do I put it?
She's just a type A personality trying to fucking... And somehow her type A just doesn't fit into this one form of type A. And she doesn't understand it. So she's going to fucking push through and get in there. She is a goddamn raven, slither claw. There we go.
She's just had to do a lot, and I feel like she's one of the few black girls at the school, probably. And she's probably in a lot of, like that has to be part of why everyone's such a bitch to her.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Whatever. Okay. Scariness? She's a teenage girl, so that automatically amps up her scariness. Yeah. Teenage girls are terrifying.
They are.
Even as an adult, I'm like,
no.
I will stay away from teenage girls. They are terrifying. They're going through so much, and they will take it out on you.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 4?
Maybe, yeah.
She does leave us to die.
She does leave us to die.
And she is blackmailing people.
Yeah.
It's also pretty scary. And a little evil?
Oh, I don't know. But I see that as enterprising.
Okay. I'm gonna put her at a 4. Scariness.
Okay.
Depth. We don't know very much about her, honestly.
No, but I understand her motives. I know what she's doing and why she's doing it.
Yeah.
I can see her desperation to be liked at school. I can see her desperation to just be better. They paint a pretty well-rounded picture. We may not learn a lot about her past, but we know her as a person.
Yeah.
And so for that, I would say probably a 4.
Okay. 4. She's got 10.
She got 10. Look at her go.
I mean, I'm gonna go with another chaotic neutral.
Yeah. She's just trying to get where she's going. No,
yeah.
You know what? I'd say chaotic good.
No. I'm nope. Veto.
Veto? Really? I don't know.
I'm vetoing that. She's not good. She's not doing it for her own good, and she knows that. She knows what she's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why I know it's not. Yeah. Ooh, next, my least favorite person in the world, Scott Varnell. Evilness?
I mean, he's more petty than evil, but at the same time... Yeah, I'm gonna say,
just like the original Dwayne, I feel it's that same level of, like, he's not really evil. He's just self-absorbed and...
whiny and annoying and aggressive beyond all... Ugh. I hate him.
Yeah, so, but is he evil? No. I'm gonna give him a 3.
If anything, he's also being gaslit.
Yeah, he is. That's true.
It's insane.
But, scariness, I will put him at, like, a 5,
I will
honestly.
as well, because he is a scary man, and we're in a scary situation, made even scarier by him.
Yes. And just in general, he's scary to me, because he's just that professor.
Yeah.
So, I might be slightly traumatized by a certain acting professor we had who once followed me to the bathroom to argue with me. when I was 17. Terrifying. But depth. We actually know a fair amount about Scott and his situation, and I agree he shouldn't have gotten tenured.
Right? I think we know enough about him to know, no, he shouldn't have gotten tenure.
Yeah. So, what do you say?
I understand why he's doing what he's doing. I don't agree with the choice. I guess I can understand Kareen's choice better than I can understand, well, fine. Actually I can understand. I'm just gonna burn it all down pretty well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 4.
I'm gonna give him a 4 as well.
Ooh, that makes him tied with Taylor Sinclair.
Wow!
Yeah, at a 12. Alignment. I mean...
Chaotic evil, man. I'm sorry. He's not doing it neutrally. There's no neutrality here. It is
he's just
burning
straight
shit
up,
to
like,
burn shit.
I am going to, like, actively hurt people.
Yeah, he is...
I am going to break someone's leg.
And maybe he got pushed to that point, but I don't care. He's at that point.
Yeah. Okay. Rentaro.
I mean, he's gaslighting. That's pretty unforgivable.
He's pretty fucking evil to me.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's this thing in his brain that he thinks this is for the best. He has convinced himself he is doing this for the good of Miwako. And that's just so, like, what?
It's disconcerting to say the least, but, like...
Yeah. So how evil is he?
I'll be real. I'd probably give him a 4. There is a part of him that really genuinely...
He is using the death of his girlfriend's mom to torture her to get her to do what he wants. That is... Honestly, I want to say 4.5.
4.5. I almost said 4.5.
That's like... No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
Big
a no.
No, Rentaro.
He, as chat says, the Rentaro is terrifying everyday evil.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's the abusive asshole who cons people around him into thinking that he's not.
Yeah, and she's just crazy. He's so charming.
Yeah.
He's charming to everyone he's not abusing, and that's like, we've known that person, and I can't.
Too many
scariness.
Of that person, man.
He's also incredibly scary, though I could beat the shit out of him. But it's scary in what he does.
Yes. He's somewhat unpredictable. And that's always a scarier thing, especially in a conniving, clearly kind of controlling person.
Yeah.
So...
Well, 3.5? Maybe.
Yeah, let's say 3.5.
3.5. Just because, like, physically, I could beat the shit out of him. Like, that's what stops him from being too scary for me, is I could just beat him up.
Could.
Yeah. Depth, we actually know a lot about Rentaro and why he does what he does.
We get his fucking psychology. It's actually pretty...
It's partially that he's...
It's heavy.
Grieving Kasumi.
Yeah.
So, it's like... I think he's like 4.5 depth.
Yeah.
Would I say he has the most depth out of any of the bad people? No. So I will go with 4.5. Okay. There's a 5 on here, and we'll get to her. Yeah, so he's at 12.5. He is now above. He is now our leader. Fuck that.
'Cause fuck petty little bitches.
Yeah, so what is his alignment? I feel like neutral evil. Because, like they said in the chat, everyday evil.
Yeah. It's all...
And it's planned.
Maliciously benign, and it's... Ugh.
Yeah, there's nothing, like, chaotic and really unpredictable about it. It's just very planned. It's not lawful evil because he's not using, like, rules and regulations to do it. But it's definitely, I would say, neutral evil.
It feels like he could slip into that, but it wouldn't actually be...
Yeah.
lawful. It would just be manipulating lawful. So anyway, point being, neutral evil.
Yeah. So Anya Middlemeyer, Tits McGee. I don't know if she's evil.
I don't know.
She does. So she is terrorizing people.
She is.
I'll put that out there.
Albeit she's not doing it to terrorize them. She's doing it to ruin someone else's life.
That is like a little evil.
That is pretty evil, but it's like understandable evil.
Maybe like a 4, because she does end up trying to let us die. And she does kidnap Lucas.
True, but she didn't,
She wasn't going to hurt him, I know.
She took care of him.
But I'm going to go with a 4, I think. Maybe a 3.5?
We could go 4. I would say definitely 4, a solid one.
Yeah, she's pretty, Scariness. Now, Anya could probably take a punch.
Oh, absolutely.
So
she has
I'm not going to be able to get out of this.
Gotten into a bar fight, I guarantee it.
I'm going to say she's pretty scary. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She would probably go for my eyes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
why'd you leave your hair down like this? Just pulling you.
Exactly. So I think probably a 4 on scariness.
Yeah, she's pretty scary.
I wouldn't say she's like the most scary.
No.
Because she doesn't, how do I put that? She
doesn't have...
she would probably hit a point where she went, oh my god, what am I doing?
Yeah, I think murder would absolutely be her line, where she'd be like...
Yeah.
Ugh, okay. I can't do this. Fuck. Okay, fine.
So, did we say 4?
Yeah, I'd say 4.
Okay. Now, depth. Probably a 4?
I'd say a 4 as well, yeah. I get what she's doing. I get why she's doing it. I, again, don't necessarily agree with the choice, but people have their points in life when they just, snap.
Yeah. So she's got 12. Pretty big.
Pretty good.
Pretty up there.
Pretty good.
Alignment, chaotic neutral.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay, Brenda Carlton. Again with the petty, not exactly evil.
Yeah, she's really just,
annoying?
Yeah, just a nasty person. Bleh.
So...
I guess I'd put her at a 3. She is fucking targeting a teenage girl because she feels inferior to her. That's...
Yeah. It's just weird.
Bad. Get
help.
Get help, Brenda.
Get therapy before any of this happens. Her scariness. Yeah, well, on one hand, physically, I could beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, she does have that spin going for her, which, that's pretty scary. Someone who can convince everyone around you that you did something wrong when you didn't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where to put her.
Yeah, because she's ruin your life scary, so I'd say 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Depth, however, I don't
know, man. I don't fucking...
It's like they try, but they don't succeed.
They don't. I don't...
Like a 2? I know enough about her to, get her... I understand why she's doing what she's doing. Okay, 2.5. I know why she's doing what she's doing. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Oops.
There
we go.
What just happened?
Nothing.
What did you
Nothing
do?
happened.
You get rid of the
Nothing.
total?
Yeah, I did. It's fine. 9.5. Okay, alignment. Neutral evil, to be honest?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, Abdullah.
I mean...
mean, I'm not quite sure I understand, like, what he's doing. He's dealing in black market.
Yeah.
Right? So that's pretty evil. But I don't understand why he's dealing in the black market, to be honest. Like, are the artifacts leaving Egypt in doing this?
I don't...
Which doesn't make sense to me, because he's Egyptian.
Isn't part of his thing just he wants to be the one to discover these things, and...
Yeah?
And if he hides the truth about how things were found, he can shape the fucking narrative.
Yeah. He is also blackmailing Lily and getting her to do all his dirty work and shit, which is kind of gross. He's gross. Do I think he's evil? Maybe a little, but mostly he's just gross and sleazy.
I'd put him at 2.5. Or, I'm sorry, we're on evil. 3.
He's like medium evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, get your own personal Cincinnati evil. Sorry, I just rewatched The Good Place. Scariness. I mean, he's scary in, like, the way that, like, men are scary.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean, though?
No, I do.
Like, men in power.
Yeah.
Like, who talk to you like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of scary, and I'm always like, I would like to not be in the room alone with you.
I'm gonna leave now.
Bye.
And it honestly does go back to the same person that you were talking about earlier. It is very much the same. No, I'm better than you.
So, scariness. Like a 3.5?
3.5, yeah.
I feel like I could he's old enough that I could probably beat him up.
Yeah, there is that. But he also spends his time, like, digging and shit, so there's that.
Yeah. Depth. I don't know about this.
Yeah, clearly the fact that we couldn't remember his motive very well is not a good indicator.
maybe a 1.5, because I think that there's maybe some, like, background info, but I can't retain it. I don't.
Yeah, if you can't retain it, then there's not actually depth there.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah.
And he is lawful evil?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He's about manipulating a system.
Oof. Next one. Victor.
Ugh.
So.
I mean.
Evilness. It's pretty evil. He's pretty damn evil. He killed his friend / like what are they called?
Collaborator?
Thank you. I'm like, the thing that my husband has a lot of. the science-y thing.
That science-y type thing, when you come together, like you're colliding.
Yeah, so he killed his collaborator because he wanted to be able to sell the stuff. And also he's just scary and yells at us. I think he's gonna go up at like a 5.
Yeah, and yeah, he did a murder.
I think he is honestly the most evil person.
Yeah, because then he...
And scariness?
He uses his scariness to fucking...
He's very scary.
Yeah.
He's Jeff Bridges.
Terrorist.
He scares me. I don't like it. I don't like it when he yells at me.
No.
Even though he's not a real person.
He's not, but it's still, it hits that part of the brain, man.
He reminds me of one of the bosses I had at the old Globe.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't like him. Scariness, I'm gonna put him at a 4, I think.
He does get less scary when he falls down because of electricity.
Yeah, I think, because I don't think he's as scary as, like, Scott.
Right. He's still an old man.
Maybe he's like a 4.5.
Like, he's a big, sturdy tree trunk of a man, but...
We put Taylor Sinclair at a 4.5, so I think he deserves a 4.5 too.
Yeah.
He's about as scary as Taylor.
Yeah.
Depth. Like a 3?
I guess.
We mostly know what he's doing.
I comprehend what he's doing. I just don't follow. Because I don't have that mindset. So maybe that's just a failing on my part. But in my opinion...
I think a 3, just like in the middle.
3 sounds good.
Ooh, another 12.5. He's tied with Rentaro. He is a lawful evil.
Yeah.
He's definitely lawful evil. Motherfucker. Okay. Clara Thornton.
Who doggy?
Is she evil?
That depends on what's true.
I mean, we do know that she is capitalist and she practices very poor labor practices, right?
That is true.
We know for a fact she takes advantage of specifically poor people who can't say no to a job, who can't afford to quit a job. She has done things where she has locked doors to keep them in the factory. That's pretty fucking evil.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Was she evil when she killed Charlotte? Probably not.
No.
But at this point in time, she's pretty fucking evil.
Yeah. And then honestly, and I have to bring in my inference that Clara tried to kill herself and then blamed it on the surviving sister of the
person that she killed. Manslaughter, but still.
Ruining all lives in the process. And
so, I'm going to put her up at a 4.5.
And while maintaining a high standing in the community.
Yeah.
While committing all of these atrocities.
Making herself look like the victim.
She's just the literally kindly monarch of this
charges
of this
against
matriarch,
Wade.
rather.
I'm just 4.5. I think she's as evil as Rentaro.
Yeah.
Scariness? I don't think she's very scary.
No.
She does the stern southern, like she's as scary as Aunt Becky.
I don't even think that.
But she wouldn't beat me with a hairbrush, right? So less scary.
Like, she's a little too waspy to be, to be scary. Like,
I would put her at like a 3.
At the most, she'll spread rumors about your garden. It's like...
I mean, mostly I think just, women with stern southern accents just have that, like, I have that deep-seated,
yeah.
You know, family ties.
You know.
So, I'm gonna... 2.5?
Yeah. Yeah.
2.5. Depth? I would put her depth at a 5.
Yeah.
We know so much about her. We know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And she is a 12 in total. Well then. Her alignment, I would say, also lawful evil.
Yeah, for sure. She's all about working the system.
She is the most lawful evil out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like, if we had this on, like, a grid, she'd be all the way in the corner.
Yes.
Ewan. How evil is Ewan? The question, like, he's working with a terrorist organization. But also, they make it sound like Revenant isn't that evil, but they killed her mother. So they have to be a little evil. And they were trying to create a virus. They were doing bio-warfare?
Yeah.
Which is against the Geneva Convention, right? So, that's pretty evil.
It is, like, legally evil.
It's legally evil. So...
yeah, no, I'd put him at a 4, I think.
Okay.
Like a solid 4.
Yeah, definitely. Scariness. I could 100% punt that little shit.
Yeah.
He is like a twig and I could break him.
Yeah, he's that snivelly little dude that you're like, no, you can fuck right off and get out of here with your fake machismo bullshit.
So I honestly think like a 2.
Sure.
Depth, I know nothing about this man.
I don't understand anything in that game. I'm going to be real.
So, I'm gonna say 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know nothing about this man. He's got a 7. Still not the worst. That was, by the way, our worst villain so far was Lewis Chandler at a 4. Okay. His alignment? Neutral evil? Chaotic evil?
Yeah, chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Just because he's not good at it doesn't mean that's not where his intentions lie. You know?
Yeah. Kiri. Is she evil? I don't think so.
I think she's broken. I think somebody broke her.
I think we'll put her as a 1.5.
Yeah,
because
sure.
she did willingly go on to a reality TV show, which does up her evilness a tiny bit.
She is a symptom of society.
We'll put 1.5, because I don't really think she's evil. Scariness, again, I don't think she's very scary. I think she's about as scary as Lisa in that high school way.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like...
So we put Lisa at a 3, so I think she deserves a 3 too.
Okay, it's like, bitch, step off.
Depth? I don't know this woman. I know more about her than Ewan.
Yeah, so let's give her a 2. Let's give her a 2.
Okay, and I would say that she's just chaotic neutral.
Yeah, she's just
doing whatever she can.
She's just doing
to
her
further
thing.
herself.
Is it even really to further herself? Like, is she getting much out of this other than some limelight? Like, it's not like she's, I don't know, she's not branching out into a fucking singing career or something. Like,
no, she just wants to be on reality TV.
That's her dream.
Okay. The entire cast of Labyrinth of Lies. Are they evil?
We're gonna have to, like, average them out. Like, cause...
Do we want to just go on, Xenia? Focus on her? Because I feel like she's really the bad guy. She's, like, the ringleader.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think we could go with Xenia and try to talk about her.
Okay.
Because trying to talk about the entire cast is a little tricky. So Xenia. What is her evilness? She's just, I mean, she's an actor-director, so that automatically adds evilness.
It absolutely does.
Directors who put themselves in the main part are already evil.
I was just talking about Adam Carver the other day.
Yeah. So I would put her at like a 3.5. Maybe a 4.
Yeah.
Which one?
3.5.
Okay, 3.5. Her scariness, I mean...
Relative. I'd say 3.5 as well.
Yeah.
You know.
She's a little scary.
She's got crazy girl energy.
Depth. I don't have too much depth out of her. She's like the least deep person. She's the one we learn like the least about in this game, honestly. The person that has the most depth in that game is Grigor. Yeah. And then it would be Niobe. And then probably Thanos. And then Xenia. So...
Yeah. Basically, I'm pretty sure Xenia's whole... help me. Motivation, thank you. Xenia's whole motivation is... I'm pretty sure that her parents didn't get her a pony when she was 8. Like, that's where she feels at in this.
Yeah. So, depth, probably a 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2.5?
I'd say 2. She's really just a caricature of a person.
Yeah, and her alignment, I mean, she is an actor-director, so I would say chaotic evil.
Yeah, me too.
If anyone
Chaos
who listens
through manipulation.
To this, anyone who listens to this podcast is like, hey, I'm a director who casts myself. Well, here's your wake-up call. Don't be that person. No one likes that.
Yeah.
So, Soren. Is Soren evil? There is a little evil. He's kidnaps a man and leaves him in ice caves.
I wish he died.
You wish Magnus would have died?
Yes, we've had this conversation.
So, he does that. But I mean, he's doing it for reasons of, like, he just wants to get this because he's been, like, spurned and everything.
Tired of being ostracized for literally no fucking reason. I mean, I guess I'd say a 3.
A 3.
Because while I feel like...
He's medium evil.
He is medium evil. He's,
Yeah. His scariness. I think he's pretty damn scary because he's been pushed so far.
Yeah.
And there's that kind of desperation at where he's at now that is really, truly scary.
Yeah.
I would say like a 4.
You would? Okay. I was going to say 3.5, but I think 4 is probably good.
He does come at us with an axe. Depth. I think he has more depth than a lot of the characters.
But not like a lot of, I mean.
But not a huge amount. Like, we know enough about him and we can understand his motivation.
Yeah, and I honestly, we know a lot about him. We do. Basically his whole history. We get great snapshots of his personality, and no, I think he's fairly,
4.5?
Yeah, let's go 4.5.
Okay, and that is 11.5, so he's pretty high up there. Alignment. It's really hard. I would say chaotic neutral. Because of where he, but I don't know. I almost want to say true neutral.
Yeah, kind of.
We'll do it. True neutral. Okay, Alicia Cole. How evil is Alicia Cole? I mean, it's a real estate scheme. So
fairly evil. And it's a real estate scheme involving historic land, which was already stolen from native peoples.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to say like a 4. 4.5?
I'll go 4. She's also taking advantage of a young man. 4.5.
4.5, yeah, she is a little rapey. Just in general.
Female sexual predators, we're coming after you as well.
It's true. He is far too young for you, and you are taking advantage of him in power, because he was her intern for a little bit, wasn't he? But she's definitely taking advantage of him through money, and that's financial abuse.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Scariness. How scary is she?
I mean, she was actively trying to poison,
Lauren,
thank you. I tried to call her Rachel like 5 times and I have no idea why. No, but Lauren, she tries to poison her in a way that is making her insane. Like, it's making her hallucinate, and it's like she's willing for a piece of property.
That is pretty
I would
scary.
like to remind you, this is just for a piece of property. Which she wants to turn into a condominium or some shit like that.
Yeah. She wants to develop the land for the city, Ariana. Salem is stuck in the past.
She wants to gentrify it.
She does. Yeah. Okay, so how scary is she? 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Depth. I know very little about this woman.
Maybe
I don't know
2.
how she got to where she is.
I don't know any of it.
So, I would say a 2. Because I know at least a little bit. I know more about her than, I don't know, Emily Griffin.
But
I know
barely,
a little more.
like, I think it's
1.5?
just that we follow her logic. And that's the only, like, redeeming fact. I would say 2.
2. Okay. And that's a 10.5, by the way. And her alignment would be lawful evil.
Yes.
Or chaotic evil.
No.
Because poisoning people is not the letter of the law. No. Yes, she's trying to use loopholes. But at the same time, she's also doing whatever it takes to get what she wants.
Yeah, but on paper, she's doing everything correct.
That's true. Okay.
Because that's not even going to be traced back to her, because that's something that actively grows there. That could have just gotten
I'll say
into
lawful evil. Okay. Detective Beach. I forgot to put him where he went chronologically, so Detective Beach is here at the end. How evil is Uncle Steve?
I don't know. I don't like him. And also, we've got the whole teenager killing thing.
He did kill a teen. So we put Mitch Dillon at a 4. Should we put him at a 4 as well?
I think so. It's the same crime.
How scary is Uncle Steve? Uncle Steve is scary in a lot of ways, but also he has a gun. Yeah. So that makes him a little scarier.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm pretty sure I could physically take you, but guns are a little harder to take.
Just a little.
I'd go 4.
4, yeah.
There's a chance.
Depth. I don't know why this man did what he did.
No fucking.
To be honest,
we may talk to him the most in that game, but we know nothing. What did we give? Melted Joan Cusack.
We gave Jane Willoughby a 1 in depth.
I would give Detective Beach a 1.5.
1.5. So he's at 9.5. Okay, so what is his alignment?
Creep? Is that an alignment?
Neutral evil? Like he's...
Yeah, because he's just
we'll go neutral
slime.
Evil.
That's neutral evil, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so on our scale of total 15 is the highest possible score you can get. Our winners are Rentaro and Victor, both tying at 12.5.
Well then.
Our lowest scorer by a mile is Lewis Chandler, who was 2 on evil and 1 on both scariness and depth.
What are you doing here, bro?
That's the worst character.
What are you even doing here?
So, yeah, that's how we rated all of the culprits to decide which is the best. I don't know. I don't know what this decided.
We rated them. That's what matters, is we rated them.
Yeah. If you guys would like to tell us your rating, you can tell us on our, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can't go on Tumblr. We're not really on there, though. YouTube, Twitch, and our fancy website, KrolmeisterSisters.knifefightclub.com.
You can also find us on Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and in those places you can leave reviews saying like, oh, they are so cool, and definitely this was a worthwhile venture in which they rated all of the villains. And then like do just an ellipses because you just trailed off.
You can subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote, our scope by emote, and at our tier 2 subscription, you can get our peace out emote. You also get podcast night VODs and access to the backer channel on Discord. Or you could support us over on patreon.com/KrolmeisterSisters to get podcast night VOD, stream cat pictures, access to that backer area on Discord, and you can tell us what to talk about. So, as a reminder, I'm Marisa.
I am Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters, and we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.